What's going on, y'all? It's a rainy storm, aka crew, checking in for the sun in the sixth house astrology. So if you have your sun placed in the sixth house, you can find that out by knowing your rising sign. You have definitely come to the right place. For those of y'all that's coming in for the first time, welcome to my home day. And for those of y'all that is returning, what is good? What's up? I hope everybody is chilling in the cut. Okay. I do have personal readings right now available on a tip-based, a barter and trade basis. So y'all make sure y'all check out those links below for that. I'm also open to be booked. I also do travel as well. And I also have courses available, which I will have more courses available once I am firmly planted in my next location. I do have a Patreon available that will talk a little bit about my astrocartography journey through the countries that I'm going to be taking. And I also do have a podcast available as well. So y'all make sure y'all check those links out in the description before we get this popping. Or before we get this stuff popping. Y'all make sure also to, I don't think I said it in the last video, but y'all like, share, and subscribe on this video so it can get and reach the people that it needs to reach. Because we got to be out here knowing about ourselves, okay? And all right. So the sun in the sixth house astrology, we do have the sixth house person who has a focus. When you say sixth house is ruled by Virgo. The sun is ruled over Leo. So wherever this sun touches in your particular birth chart, this is where it illuminates. Not much like the moon, where it talks a little bit more so like past, lineage, nostalgia, things like that. Sun is more present, right? It's more, what lessons have I learned? What lessons do I need to be learning in this present time? So even though we have sun signs, we are learning about our sun through this incarnation, all right? So I will look more so to your ascendant and your moon to tell you a little bit more about past stuff. Your sun is more so of like I said, it's what you are coming to embody and illuminate out into the world. The world kind of, because all the planets circle around the sun. So it's showing you about yourself through the experiences that you have, and it kind of molds you into the sun sign that you have selected to be in this lifetime per se. So when we do have sun in the sixth house, like I said, this is a Virgo house. We talk about the health and the wellness of our bodies, our physicality. The sixth house also has to do with day-to-day things that we do. Third house could be too, especially in like the neighborhood. But I look at the sixth house honestly as like we are doing what we are doing in our routines every single day. So I would even say that if sun is placed in the sixth house, or whatever is placed in the sixth house in general, I would say it's what you are meant to embody on a day-to-day. Like this is an energy that's going to get you up and going every single day. So if your sun is here, it's kind of like double packed on this energy of like, okay, what is going to get me going, like vital? I would definitely say whatever sun sign that you have, I would look to see like maybe go, and I'm going to have a series on this once I start to learn a little bit more about it, because it's something I'm learning. I would definitely say look to see what foods is good for this particular sun sign. Like what kind of foods are good so for example, let's say you have Pisces in the sixth house. I would say, because Pisces is a fish, I know it's like, wait, but would you eat seafood I would say you don't necessarily have to eat seafood per se. You might actually be a little bit repulsed by seafood, or you might love seafood. I don't know, but I would say that with Pisces here, that having a lighter fish-like diet, maybe looking to see what fish eat, like plants, and some fish, they do eat other fish, but looking at the food and like which is going to regulate your body the best. You feel me? Looking to see what the archetype, maybe even of that particular animal, and not all of them are animals, but that particular archetype would eat, or knowing what kind of foods are associated with that particular zodiac sign. So I'm not saying that you have to, that's all the food that you should eat, but I kind of even look at blood type here. Like, not me personally, I'm learning a little bit about blood type, but like, what in particular, like, foods would go good with your body. So it's getting all the nutrients that it needs, it's getting all the foods and things like that that it needs, and then kind of going from there. So definitely look into that. Also too, getting grounded in the physical plane is something that Sun in the sixth house is asking you to do here. When you are, maybe you lived a life where maybe you were a little bit flighty. Granted, that does not mean having Sun in the sixth house that you have to be physically planted in a place, that you have to live your life in a certain place. It could be that, but this is more so of being like you becoming more grounded in the foundation of your body, you being in a place where you are not disassociated from your body, but you are really in tune with your overall body. So really looking into what is going to make you feel grounded. So let's say, you can live in all these different places in life, and be on these different places, but like, do you feel physically grounded to your body? So wherever you go, it's like literally being an eye in a storm of chaos. Your body is grounded to the place that it is in. It is comfortable. It's very, very comfortable in the places that it is. Also too, when we talk about the importance of routines here, there's going to be a substantial focus in your day-to-day routines, or even workspaces that you're in or workplaces that you create. You'll see a lot of times, for example, this is an artisan who is usually an artisan who is very highly focused in a particular trade or skill. Now, even if this is particularly like, changing vastly or whatever the case may be, this is where you see somebody who is focused on. So, for example, let's say you are a painter, it's going to take you, like, naturally, yes, you can be very skilled at painting, but maybe you work with some type of specific technique like watercolor or, whatever paints that you use, and like you're really, really focused on, making the craft better and better as you go. So you're practicing it through and through and through to make your craft better. Maybe you went from stick figures at one point in time and now you're, painting these beautiful murals and things. So, having like a routine where you're sticking to every single day, whether that's even physically meditation, or you're dancing every day, or you're doing some type of physical activity, because like I said, going back to physical health is allowing you to really build a strong physical body. And when you have a strong physical body, and that doesn't necessarily just have to be in muscles, but more so in routine, your mental energy, your mental capacities, because Mercury is here with the sixth house, Virgo is here. So your mental capacity starts to become stronger because your physical body is also strong as well. Now, field of work, like I said, if you have some type of Sun in the sixth house, usually I would say is where you see somebody that, it doesn't necessarily have to be art, but somebody who is focused on building something. Even if you have many skills, I'm not saying, like I said, you don't have to pigeonhole yourself to something in particular. But I will say that this is where you can see somebody who is really physically getting themselves into a place of where they're practicing some type of skill over and over again. You would even see somebody, maybe they went to trade school, for example, and, maybe they build houses or something like that, or maybe they're like some type of doctor, or, something that has to do with like homeopathy, I think that's what it's called, or maybe you have a green thumb somewhere, so you focus very much so on them plants, you know what I'm saying? So these are the things that can definitely come up with, having the Sun in the sixth house. We are going to move over to Sun in the sixth house. Yes, make sure y'all leave those comments down below and let me know what you think. If you want to add anything to this, you already know what it is. It's a rainy storm checking in, checking out. Without a doubt, I will see you on the next one. Deuces.